Sweeney Montinola, thank you so much for being on Building Joyful Communities today.
Thank you.
You are, sure, it's my honor. You're the Marketing and Business Development Director at Plaza West Covina, working with Pacific Retail Capital Partners. So thank
Yes,
you.
yes, thank you.
So you and I have known each other for quite a long time, probably more than 10 years at this point.
11 years.
Okay, I was close. Good, yeah. And I have had so much fun watching you build joyful communities all around you. Tell us what fuels the fire behind your passion for building joyful communities.
Oh, I think that my biggest why is just being able to help people. So, for example, building joyful communities, putting on events for the community, I get to not only help make the community feel welcome, but also help, any vendors that we that participate, any of our tenants, any of our retailers. So, I think just the feeling of being able to help in all different aspects and different perspectives.
And you've really tapped into the power of community and how that does help people in so many different ways. Tell us a little bit about, you've been so successful with your community. Hey, Nash. And I would love to let people know about what you did during the pandemic to keep your community together at a time when it was really difficult to keep communities together.
Yeah, and I think you're referring to our Zumba community. When I was still at a different property during the pandemic, we were offering Zumba classes before the pandemic happened, and of course, when the pandemic happened, we had to shut everything down, and so everyone was, at some point was very desperate to get this sense of community back again. And even though the instructors, including myself, would offer it virtually, they still miss being in the community. So what we did was we started doing it outdoors in the parking lot, and it was something that people really appreciated. And it even won a Maxi Award this year.
Congratulations. I'm not surprised. So it was just so wonderful that you could, again, you're talking about helping people, right? So you're helping them with exercise, but also, emotionally bringing them together. And then also it goes back to your retailers and the businesses that were able to open during that period as well.
Definitely, because the people come to do the workout, and right after that, they go to the retailers to run their errands or have breakfast, hopefully healthy breakfast. There's options for that. So yeah, definitely, being able to help everyone in these different events and programming.
So now things have changed a little bit for shopping centers in terms of events, which is what we always did to really try to drive traffic and sales. And you've started launching some new programs now. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so now that I started here at Plaza West Covina in April under Pacific Retail's management, and I love that they're really into community and local programming. And so here we started out with a movie night out in July. That was really the first event where we were able to welcome the community back into eventing again, because before that it was like over a year of not being able to do anything, any events. We couldn't gather crowds. So we were able to do the movie night on a rooftop, open air, so people felt, as safe as possible. And it's a huge space. We rolled out the turf. We had a big screen. We showed 4 movies in 4 weeks. The community really appreciated that because they missed having events, right? And also we had our retailers out there, and they hosted their booths, and they were able to, they were able to sell popcorn. They were able to sell, their products or just promote their business in general.
Right. So again, you're helping the businesses as well as the community members with a safe gathering place. And you also build community culturally as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I think that one of the few ways I really love, I guess, penetrating a new market is figuring out the demographics and figuring out what communities there are in this specific market, and see if there's any cultural events that we can help them celebrate. Because I think now more than ever, people are really proud of their culture. So whether that's Mexican Heritage Month, which we celebrated last month, or Filipino American History Month, which we're celebrating this month, or there's a lot, there's always something to celebrate every month. So I tap into that and see, if that's a market that has a strong community already existing that I can work with, and celebrate that and make our shoppers feel at home because their cultures are being celebrated in the center.
And I love it too, because I don't really know a lot about Filipino cultural events. So when I see something like that happening, I love to learn about it. And so I think that that's kind of a great byproduct of what you're doing too.
Yeah, and what I love too, I want to give you a shout out because you came to my Cosmicon event, is that you come and check out, the different events that we do. So I appreciate your attendance.
Yeah, I love it. I think Cosmicon is wonderful. I'm looking forward to someday, maybe even next year, it going national with all different shopping centers. I think it's got amazing legs. It helps the businesses. It creates a really fun environment for the community. So Sweeney, what's next? What do you have going on? You've given us some great ideas about ways to build communities, and I know you've got a lot more up your sleeve.
Yes. What's next is actually building more digital content for social media, for YouTube, for the social media channels we have. So I've just secured this next project I have where we're going to do content really for small businesses right now, because that's easier to manipulate. In the retail world, we don't need any big approvals or anything. So to work with small businesses, create content, video content for them, especially leading up to Small Business Saturday. But the content that we're going to build is going to live evergreen on our social media channels. And then we just launched our YouTube channel. We have 3 videos up there now. So you guys go to Plaza West Covina YouTube channel, subscribe so we can get some subscriptions. But we're going to post these videos to support the businesses that are here so that the community can get to know who these small businesses are, what they offer, and in marketing story, marketing story is very important. So we want to be able to help the small businesses tell their story through these video content. So that's our, next big project coming up, amongst a plethora of other events that we have going on our calendar at plazawestcovina.com.
Great. That sounds really wonderful. And I know I love learning about the small businesses, how they got started, how they came up with their name. There's so many interesting stories that come out from that. And I'm glad you'll be sharing that. And we'll make sure to put that, your YouTube channel in the show notes too.
Ooh, yes.
Thank you so much, Sweeney. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you for featuring us and featuring the things that we do here, because people don't really know, sometimes it feels like a thankless job. We run around, put these events together, people have fun, and then we're on to the next one. They don't really know there's a team that work really hard behind all these events.
Exactly. And you're one of them. And I'm super excited to be interviewing Najla next week. And we'll be talking about building a community at work and all the amazing people on the marketing team with Pacific Retail. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.